between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Gets it across the 20 to the 20. And not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. All out of space. He's at it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 50. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Intercepted in the first drive. Ends with a pick. The sudden change on the turnover. Man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Frazier. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Finds a man in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Gets it out fast. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack, man.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt is in the air on 4th down. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Running back searching for a hole. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Trying to barge their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5, and those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, South Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw at Stockton. Bringing the heat. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds his man, it's Bell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Throwing right. The short hands, it's Bell. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Branch.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Connection to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Touch pass on the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Gets the back moving. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. There's some pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back in the 45. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Harbor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made. He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Snatch it quickly on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will give them the lead.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Bennett. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
This time he's got his man. Wide open space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. That's caught. It's Bennett. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run.
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires complete on the crosser. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Harbor. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he got
shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Finds a seam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run.
Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. At the 40, there he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Send the tight end in motion. To the air. It's Stockton. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going for the big play. Makes the grab deep. Turning it on. Touchdown, Dogs. They move on top here in the 4th.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Smith.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Back to pass. It's Sellers. He's got it. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Makes a connection. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Puts it out of the air, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! That trip to the end zone ties us up, and tying up is exactly what these two teams should do. They look just like mirror images.
No doubt, two big boys going at it, making big plays. Who's going to make this play late in the game to take their team over the top? Nice individual effort. Your turn to answer.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw at Stockton. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? back to pass. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch down the right side. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's...
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Under fire. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the...